Hello, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, doing pretty good. I mean, it's another day. So how about you?
I'm doing good. My name is Kenneth. What's your name?
My name's Sam. I'm Sam Herman.
Nice to meet you, Sam. So you've been referred to me by the census organization that you've been working with for the past year or so. And basically, what we're going to do today is we're going to sit down and talk about some of the things that you've done over the past 12 months, and then hopefully set up a plan to move forward so that you can continue to go on the right track with your life. And it seems like, from what I know about you, from what organizations told me, that you came a long way. I mean, I know they probably still have a long way to go, but you've come a long way. So, but I don't know you personally, so I just kind of want to start out by just asking a little bit about yourself. Where you're from. Your current situation. How you ended up. Just a little bit about yourself.
That's a lot in a short time, but okay. Get to know you real quick. A little how I just it's been rough. I've had a really rough life. Well, I could start off small. I do like sports. Sometimes I like to look outside the baseball fields and look into like the gates and the mesh that they have and watch baseball games. Because of course, I mean, I don't have much money. I'm homeless. I mean, I finally own a home, but still there I don't get TV.
Yeah.
So I like to go and watch baseball games. That's really fun. I mean, at Springfield Cardinals, sometimes I could like just get on top of a building and look down and not saying how. I won't say. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of yeah, I like what baseball. A little bit about myself. I mean, I'm I'm from the South, obviously, and Los Job, and that's where I was born and raised. I honestly don't know my parents. I don't know. I mean, my parents kind of I was abandoned at a young age. Um, went to foster care. I After foster care, I kind of just bounced around from place to place. So I've lived a little bit of everywhere in the United States, just trying to make it as it is. I had a rough time in foster care, and I had some rough things happen to me, and I like drinking. That's another thing I like to do. Is I drink quite a bit. Drinking quite a bit's a understatement. Actually, I drink a lot. I drink all time, every day, all day. I piss on buildings. I have fun. I just go on. Um, yeah, I like to drink, and I like drugs. They're good too. Sometimes I feel like when I'm on drugs, I can forget about all my problems, and I prefer to be drunk and high than be sober. I prefer to be just yeah. So that's a little about me. I guess I've seen a lot in the world. I've seen a lot in our country because I have done strong. I haven't had the constrictions of being stuck in one place and having a job and being stuck there, which is kind of nice. But it's a little bit about me.
And how old are you?
I'm 50.
So you sound like you've been through a lot in your life, with a lot of difficulty. It sounds like a lot of change.
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell me how you ended up working with the Census Bureau?
I honestly, it was just a weird coincidence. One day they saw me kind of, and I was on the streets, and I just became, I guess, one of their lucky contestants in a way where they just came up and talked to me and started asking me questions, and then they got me involved in a social worker with them, and kind of that's how it started. Is I just luck of the draw in a weird way where they just saw me in the street and they said they wanted to come help me, and I thought they were full of crap, but turns out they really did want to help me, and that was pretty cool. So
Well, that's good. That's good. And it sounds like, I mean, like I said, um, like you've actually put in some work to do it as well. So
yeah, in the past 12 months I've really tried. I bounce around is fun, and I've done a lot of fun stuff and done a lot of great things. But like, same time, I just want a place to call my own and a bed to put my head on. It's not easy being the guy that everybody looks down on and kind of makes fun of. So
yeah. Well, no one likes to feel that way, and no one likes to feel like they're less than or to look down, be looked down on. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help. That's what our organization is all about. I'm new to the organization, But that's why I chose this job was because I know that this organization is one that looks to meet the needs of um, people that have been homeless and people that are trying to make the efforts to break addictions and overcome issues such as the ones that you've had. And I know that not from experience, but just from listening to your story, that a lot of things that you went through are probably really difficult. But I'm glad that you're here today, and I'm glad that you've made the progress that you have over the last 12 months. And I just hope that we can continue to work with you to take you from, because you were homeless, you were strung out on drugs, and now you have your own place. And that's what the notes tell me. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel? I mean, after everything that you've been through, being 50 years old and bouncing around everywhere that you bounce around, how do you feel about having your own place?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I feel good. Like, I feel like I'm finally making it in the world in a weird way. Like, I don't know, like everything, like it's been fun. I've had a great life and I had a lot of fun that most people don't get to do. They're stuck, like I said, 20-year-old, you go get a job, get married, have kids. I haven't had that. I've been moving around, but like I feel like I've made it in a world where I've seen things, I've done things, and now I have a house of my own where I can call my own, and I have a place to live. I'm off the streets. That's really good. It gives me a lot of this inner pride. I could have friends over. I could have girls over. I could have anybody over I want to my place, not to a box on the street.
Yeah. Okay. Well, before we go any further in our interview, our session today, I just want to talk to you a little bit about my role. Basically, my role as a social worker with this organization is to help you to move forward, to help you to identify some of the issues that you have, and to set some goals, and then to try to help you to progress, to move towards those goals, and to get you to the place that you want to be in your life. And I'm here to be an assistant to you in whatever way that I can. If you need someone to talk to, if you're frustrated, whatever it may be, I'm here. I'm just here to help you. And I want you to know that I do care and that I do have your best interest at heart. I know that maybe it doesn't always feel like that in a world full of people that are, um, like you said, look down on you. But I'm here to help you, so that's my job and that's my role. And I'm gonna do everything within my power to help you to get to where you want to be, because I believe that every person deserves that. Before we go on, though, I want to talk to you about our confidentiality and informed consent. Basically, what this is it's um, a letter basically saying what I'm going to be doing, and it's you giving me permission to talk to you about your problems. You give me permission to work with you and to set goals and all the different things that we'll do in our interviews. You're giving me permission. So if that's okay with you, then I'll just have you sign right there. Do you have any questions about that?
Yeah, a little bit. Just like, what do you mean informed consent? Like, I don't. That sounds weird. Like,
Well, basically what that is that you're first of all you're giving me the consent to actually do what it is that just to set the goals and to work with you, and that you understand what I'm doing. You have been given the information to know my role as what I just talked to you about and what's listed there. So you adequately understand. It's not like you're giving me your consent without understanding what you're giving consent to, but you're actually informed about what you're giving me permission to do.
you said something about confidentiality. Like, I don't like. What does that mean? Will it so everything like will stay between us or like?
Yeah, that's exactly what that means. Is everything that you say to me will not go anywhere else. It's just between me and you. I'm bound by the social work code of ethics to hold everything confidential, to not say anything to anyone else about the things that we talk about in our session. The one thing that I would have to do, because I am a mandated reporter, is if you insinuate or if you say anything that alludes to you harming yourself or harming someone else or creating a potentially dangerous situation, then that's something that by law that I'm required to report. So although these sessions are confidential, I still have to look out for your best interests and the best interests of other people. That's what influences things. So,
Okay, that makes sense.
okay. Well, I see that you got that signed and everything, and we'll kind of move on from there. So, the next question that I had, I just wanted to get a little bit more background on your situation, and you said that you drink, you use drugs, and is that something that you're still doing now that you have your own place?
Yeah, I mean, I try not to do it as much just because like now I'm on place. It feels good. I don't want to get kicked out of this place. I got get kicked out of other places, but like I still drink quite a bit. The drugs I don't do as much. I mean, when I say as much, I still might do it 4 or 5 times a week instead of all day, every single day. I'd be strung out on I don't know meth, marijuana, Xanax, any opiate that I can get my hands on. And I don't do everything like that. And mainly it's just like marijuana, sometimes meth. But it's only like 4 or 5 times a week. Not too bad now. I mean, alcohol I still do, maybe like the same. And so I might like today I'm sober. I can't decide. I have to come in sober. I mean I know since the borough gave me this policy, like I have to be sober, they'll kick me out. So I'm sober, of course. So I try to stay sober for at least 1 or 2 days a week, so I know I can make it in and be logical with what I'm doing. So yeah.
So with the drinking, you said that the drinking and alcohol or drug use, you're doing 3 or 4 times a week. About how much are you using whenever you?
Oh man. Sometimes I can work through a whole bottle of whiskey and 6 pack or so beers a day. Sometimes I go through that in 2 days. Depends how I feel with drugs. I might do a few joints a day. Might do some meth. Depends if I can might get my hands on meth. That's kind of hard to get a hold of. Marijuana's more easy, so I can do that a lot more. So, yeah.
Okay. And I see in the notes from the organization that there are some health issues going on with you as well. Looks like there's some intestinal issues going on. You have chronic liver disease. So tell me how those are affecting.
I don't know. Like sometimes I sleep and I sleep a lot, and I always sleep, and sometimes I just randomly fall asleep. Sometimes I'm just like I feel pain, I'm hurting. Sometimes I feel groggy. So I mean, yeah, it definitely does affect my daily life when I'm just not me completely. Part of the reason I like to drink and drugs, so it kind of numbs that feeling.
That was a question that I was going to ask you: is if you felt like your drug use and your alcohol use are you know are they tied to any of the things that you went through in your life, or do you feel like you use them to cope with or to deal with not only being homeless but just everything that's happened throughout your life?
Well, I mean, with the past few months, I've came to a realization, like, in a way, yeah, because like when I was in the foster system, I never knew my parents. They didn't care, you know what I mean? They just dropped me off one day, and I ended up in the system, and for some reason nobody wanted me, and I just stayed in the system all my life because I thought I was hopeless, useless cause, and that's when I started experimenting with drugs and alcohol. So I just experimented, but finally when I hit age where they kicked me out, they're like, hey, you're too old, you can't be here anymore. That's when I just went to the streets, and while on the streets, I realized it's a lot more easier to drink and do drugs all the time. So in a way, yeah, I feel like I'm hopeless, and so I might as well, if I'm hopeless, might as well try to have a good time with it. And Yeah.
How do you feel now that because I can imagine that being homeless and using drugs and doing such a bad it would bring along with it a feeling of hopelessness. Do you still feel that same way now? I mean, because in the last 12 months you have made strides and you went from being homeless to having your own place. So how do you feel now? Do you still feel hopeless, or do you feel like you see light at the end of the
I
tunnel?
have a lot of that inner pride still. I got the home, that's nice, but yeah, I still do have some hopeless feelings about me because like my parents didn't care to know me, and now I mean, look at me, I'm strung out meth head and on alcohol all the time, which I like, but it just I get a lot of weary eyes on me all the time. People looking at me and feel like I can't. There's no reason to do better because or get involved or anything just because why? I mean, I'm a useless cause.
Well, and one of the things I want to tell you, and sorry that you feel that way, but I do believe that you are making steps. And one of the things that I can do as a social worker is I can make referrals. So if there's some issues that are going on, maybe there's issues that that are deep seated that maybe you need to talk to like a professional, like a psychologist or something like that, or if there's any area that I'm not able to adequately address what you're dealing with, then I can make referrals, and that's something that we'll look into. Because what I want to do is I want to make sure that whatever you need is being addressed, and I'm going to do the best job I can do to help you. But like I said, if there are some specific areas that I feel like someone else or another group setting or organization can help you with, then I may refer you. So that would be something that we'll look into as we go a little bit further. So um, one thing I wanted to do during this session is we talked about um, the health issues, and we talked about the drug and alcohol use and things such as that. And it seems as though you're kind of withdrawn from society in general, because of everything that you've been through, and it seems like you've become comfortable with that. Do you feel like you want to be back in society? Do you want to be more
Yeah,
part of mainstream society?
yeah, definitely. I would like to. I don't know. I kind of would like to. I don't know. Find people and be happy again instead of being lonely. I've been lonely for so long. And I've been by myself and done it my own. I mean, every now and then I meet friends who, I mean, other people who give me drugs, good friends. But like, I would like to get to know good people and just know people that can really help me make a difference. And yeah, in a way, I'd like to make a difference.
That's that's good. And as of right now, do you have any people like that? Do you have any type of support system at all? Do you have any friends, or do you go to anywhere that you feel like people are actually there that can be a support to you?
Well, like I said, like no, I don't really have any family. I was in the pot system since I was a baby. Um, only people is like people who give me drugs. So some people I communicate with. So other than that, I mean, Census Bureau people, and they're cool. Other than that, no.
Okay. Well, what I like to do with you is, because it sounds like you do you want to move in a positive direction. So what I would like to do is I would like to try to set some goals with you. So, and I think just addressing these three main issues as of right now, it gives us a good starting point um, to set some goals. So, first of all, as far as your health is concerned, are you seeing a doctor or anyone right now?
Yeah, the Census Bureau people are like running lab tests on me and seeing if there's any, because there's like a medical student that's able to do that stuff, and so she's kind of helped me out in that area where I know for some reason like it's bigger problems than we think, I might have to go to the doctor. But right now I'm fine with just running tests and see if anything comes back positive.
Okay. And when is your next doctor appointment?
I think it's like next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So and you don't have any problem going to the doctor?
I don't know. I mean, it makes me feel better. So
So we'll just continue on going to the doctor's appointment and kind of see what comes of that. See if they can get you on some medication and everything to get you in the right direction. Now, as far as the drugs and alcohol go, what because it sounds like you recognize that that is a problem. I mean, you like to drink and use drugs, but it's affecting your health. So, what would be some goals that we could set together to address that and maybe fix that area of your life?
I mean, maybe instead of doing it 4 or 5 times a week, I could do like 2, 3. Cut back a few extra days and use those days to go do something else positive, I guess.
Okay, so we say like twice a week.
Yeah.
Is that so? I guess that alcohol or
that'd be both.
Okay, so cut down. Just try to cut down to 2 days a week. What about how much? Because not only cut down the amount of days, you think it would be
cut back on how much? Yeah. I agree with that.
What do you think would be?
Maybe instead of 3 or 4 joints, just do 1. And then with alcohol, just drink maybe a 6-pack instead of a whole thing of whiskey with it.
And that's something that you're wanting to. Eventually, are you wanting to completely kick the habit?
Yeah, it's gonna take a. I gotta do it slowly. I know me, and I can't just. I've done it for so long. I have to do it slowly. So.
What do you think about like intervention groups, like AA or NA or something like that?
I think those would be good. I feel like that would make some difference having people to help me.
So what if we I know that there's a local community center where they offer AA and NA classes. What would you think about maybe going to one of those each? Maybe one NA or one AA.
I agree with that.
Once a week. That sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
And then what that will also do is it help you get in. It's helping you interact with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's helping you too. It's helping you investigate you, but it's also helping you interact with people. And that kind of leads me into the next goal. Is what do you think would be some things to do or some activities that you would like to engage in that would help you to get back integrated into the community? I know you don't have a job right now, but do you?
I think I could volunteer. Maybe volunteer and get involved or something like that. That'd be cool. I mean, I kind of would like to give back and do something like kind of like Census Bureau, like in a way I can't do what they did, of course, but volunteer in some way that can give back to people like I've got to give to me.
Okay, and what is there a particular organization or somewhere that you would like to volunteer at?
I don't know, something I can do.
Okay. Well, I know here in town they have various organizations. They have Envoy of Hope. They have which they distribute goods to people that are in need. People that are just in various situations. And then there's like I said, Victory Mission. You could volunteer maybe to feed meals to people that were just in the situation that you were in.
I do that.
That's a little bit too close to home.
No.
Okay. So which one of those do you think?
I think Victory Mission would be cool.
Okay. And what I'll do is I'll get you the information, and all you have to do is I'll give them a call. I know the guy that's over the volunteer aspect over there. I'll give him a call, and I'll send you his way. He'll get you plugged in. How many times a week do you think you do that?
I don't know, maybe once a week right now.
Once a week to start. Okay, that sounds sounds like a pretty good goal to go with. So we got these 2 times a week in a okay, volunteering. So these sound like some pretty good goals. We need to address some of the issues. Now, one of the things that I do want to ask you about is, maybe possibly going to talk to some psychologists about your past issues and your feelings of abandonment and stuff like that. That would be
I think that could help.
What if I make a phone call about that and we'll talk about that in the future session? Just go from there as far as that. Now, eventually, we'll meet. You've come to the end of your 12 months with um, the Census Bureau, and I'm kind of here to help you transition to the next phase of your life. So this won't be a permanent relationship. This is going to be a relationship that will ultimately end. And we'll have a few months together, but after that, it's going to end. So I want to make sure during this time that we're together that you're mindful of that, and that we're working to get you to a point to where you feel confident to be able to accomplish these goals and whatever goals that you have, going into the future. One of the questions I do have is, how do you feel about the organization, about what I've done with you here today?
I think everything's going well. I've been very pleased that you've done a good job. I think you've really helped me put into plan what I honestly wanted. I just didn't know how to put it in plan. So, yeah, it's been good.
So, are there any, is there any other thoughts or feedback or anything that you have, going forward from here? Do you feel confident, or do you feel comfortable with our relationship? Do you feel like I'm able to do the job that I need to do to help you?
I think everything's going well, and I think you've done an amazing job so far, and I'm excited. So.
Okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll just kind of go from there, and we'll work on everything that we need to work on. It was good getting to know you, and I look forward to seeing you a few more times and watching you to progress, because I believe that you have the drive and the will and the ability to do that. So it was great meeting you. I'm glad you came in today, and I guess we'll see you next time.
That works.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.